Support me on Ko-fi for exclusive content unavailable to YouTube. Also, join the Discord. The links will be in the description. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. Um, we're back into it right where I left off. I literally just went and got me another water bottle. When I'm done with this next one, I've already finished one, on to my second one, and I got another one just from this video. But anyway, well, the first one was half full anyway, so Anyway, um, what I would like to do is harvest the canola field and get some stuff to get the next crop in. But yeah, we're going to get into that. So let's go to the shop. We're going to see what we got to buy. All right, we need to buy a harvester. We can get this 5650 Advance, which is the cheapest harvester on the market right now. Can harvest all the things we need. 190 horsepower, 280 liters of fuel, 18 mile an hour, 5,000 liters in the tank. Great, so we need to keep it in track that it's 5,000 liters when we buy a trailer of how much we can take with us, right? But we might have to take multiple trips, we don't know. All right, we can do our wheels here. So default wheels, let's look at the wheels, because this is a harvester we're going to own forever. So we've got default wheels, we've got wide wheels, we've got auxiliary wheels, which we don't really need. We've got double rice wheels. We don't need those either. Double wheels default. We could use, I guess, matte black. Okay, matte red and default. I think we're just going to stick with, we're going to do wide wheels. I like wide wheels. We'll do wide wheels. Okay. And that's $5,500. Let's save the money. Let's do default wheels. Never mind. Okay, we get a $16,000 discount for getting it second hand. Let's look at the exhaust to see what we've got here. The exhaust comes out of the side right here. Exhaust 1, exhaust 2, exhaust 1. Okay, it's just $100 for chrome. We don't really care. Okay, glass normal, glass black, glass normal, glass black. Okay, $50. I don't mind that for the black glass. And attachers, rigid cutter, flexible cutter. We want the flexible cutter so that it can go up and down, right? Left to right, whatever we need to do with that. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to click buy for $65,000, $65,600. Buy the combine harvester. We now need to get the header for the 5650 Advance from Massey Ferguson. So let's go to that. That would be this Cutter MF 5650. This is the header for that. So we're going to customize this, get it discounted by $2,000 for that. Working speed 6 mile an hour, that is fine. And that is going to be our harvester. We're going to buy, yes, for $8,000. We'll repair it in a minute. Great, we now have our combine harvester and our header. Let's take these things over to the repair booth over here, and we'll take them shortly on the trailer to go and fuel it up, just like we did with our truck. The one thing about this is the fuel is at like a gas station, so we might have to invest in a fuel station somewhere else. But for now, we'll just ride this over here to the repair booth. I don't mind riding it here at the shop, as long as we're not on the road, right? That's what I don't want to, that's the rules. We're not going to be on the road with a tractor or combine or anything else that is not a truck. There are swap body trucks that is fine, but cars and trucks are the things we need. So first we're going to drop off the header because we can't have them both together. We're going to repair it for $74. Great. Nice discount. All right, let's pick it up, push it out the way, and then we should be fine with that to repair the combine for $605. Great, great, great. Let's pull the truck around here. We're going to pull this combine up to over here. Get it out the way. I'm going to hop in the truck. And we will use vehicle switching eventually, but right now we're not going to bother with it because we're right here, right? Just depends. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to tell it just to go to the shop through auto drive because that's no problem. I mean, we don't have to. I'm not going to bother with that. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, it's just extra money wasted, right? Okay, we're in. Here we go. I have the vehicle control add-on, which changes it to where you can change it to a manual gearbox instead of an automatic one. But I prefer the automatic just in general. But I can use the manual, and that would be where you have, if you have a steering wheel controller with a shifter and everything, that's great. You know, that's what you want. But okay, here we go. We're gonna pick up the combine on the trailer here. Let's hop in the combine harvester. Let's pull it up on the trailer. We're gonna pull it up with the header towards the rear. Found that's the easiest way to haul these things. And this truck I know can handle it, or at least the 1970s version of this truck can handle it. Okay, I am not straight at all. Okay, so we're gonna pull over a little bit more. Okay, that way. Okay, stop right there. See if that's right for the vehicle straps. It sure is. So close up the trailer. Turn that off. Straps. And it's a bit of a load, but this truck can handle it. This is one of those cases where we are going to take it, because we could get a header trailer and transport the header separate. But because we don't really have to, we're not going to. So this is one of the cases where we're just going to haul it personally, because we can hit things with it, or the AI will hit things with it for sure, because the auto drive is not meant for the combine, right? I put it for a trailer, but not for one with the big thing sticking off the side, you know. I am actually going the wrong way, so we're going to have to come up here and turn around. Let's see, where does this take us? Okay, we'll just take this road here. It'll pull us back up where we need to be. Alright. Yeah, this tractor can haul it, but it's a little tough on it. Okay, take a right. Head up this hill. I mean, this truck can haul this harvester, but it's a little bit of a slow going up these hills. Alright, here's our gas station. This is where I intended to be. Let's see, we should be able to just fit this harvester into the gas station. Let's adjust here. Go ahead and fill up the truck. Great. Now we need to hop in the harvester. Fill it up with gas. Not gas, but it's diesel fuel, but anyway. You know, so used to saying gas, but I do work at a heavy equipment dealer, so I should be able to say diesel. Alright, here we go. Pull on out of here, just barely fitting through this area. Wow, I actually, if there were collision physics on those pumps, the pumps would be destroyed and the gas station exploded, because we just completely dragged that whole header right across the front of those fuel pumps. So, you know, it's interesting. That's just a regular gas station. It's literally just gas, right? Petrol, I guess, in this case. But we use diesel in all of our equipment, and so it's like, well, where's the diesel? It's just more gas. Gasoline, not petrol, not diesel, but oh well. That's okay. I guess we're just running it off of gas in this town. I don't know how our engines are still running fine, but I guess they are. Now this truck we're driving, the fleet side, it would definitely not be a diesel truck. It would be a inline six gasoline vehicle, probably using that was for the little auto drive thing earlier. But anyway, probably using ethanol free gasoline because it's from the 1950s, but it might be old enough or new enough to use an 87, or a 93 or whatnot, but um, most likely it would be ethanol-free gas needed to go in this truck if it was real life. But this is a video game, and it seems like as far as Farming Simulator is concerned, fuel is fuel. It doesn't matter what it is, it'll go in there and it'll make it run. So that's fine. Excuse me. Alright, let's make this turn down to our farm here. I've also seen a lot of videos before. I've watched a lot of videos before of something that called the Survival Challenge. I'm sure if you know what videos I'm referring to, you know who made them. I just can't remember his name off the top of my head. But if you'd be interested in something like that, let me know. I'd be happy to do something like that where you start with no money and you literally start with $0 and you start with a chainsaw and a little tractor and you just, you have a small piece of land that's got trees on it and you go out and do it, right? That's the idea. So here's our controls. We can raise and lower that piece. We can bring it in and out. We can move something else. Piece on the back there. We can also, oh yeah, the auto drive button is that one. But there's something else we can do there. Anyway, doesn't matter. All we need to know is that we're going to leave a straw swath so we could bale it and take it. We might. I don't know. Should we bale it? Let's look at the store here, or this stuff. The prices. How much is the bales going for? Okay, so what are we getting? Canola. I don't know what canola looks like. It's one of these. I think it's probably this one. I really do not know what canola looks like. Okay, well, one way to find out is to harvest some. "100% weeds in here. Ooh. Canola. This needs plowing as well. What does it look like? I don't know. Okay, we'll harvest a teensy bit with a straw swath. Disabled first. Unfold the harvester. Lower the header. Turn it on. Harvest a little. Yeah, okay, so now we know what the canola looks like, right? So now we know it's this stuff. This is the canola. It's selling for $1,300 at Krabaka. I probably said that really wrong, and it's not mole, it's mule. Or mule. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to keep trying because I'll probably butcher it a bunch more. Anyway, there we go. That place is at $1,301. So then if we look at the straw or hay, which one is it going to produce? Probably hay, maybe? I don't know. Either way, it's not really that much money per liter, so I really don't think we should bother with it. So yeah, let's not bother with it. We might if we had animals, we would keep it, but we're not going to bother with it. We're going to get this harvester going with a helper here. I know that's some money that we could have, but we're going to let them do it because we're going to take and go get something else from the shop. So let's go ahead and quickly tell this guy to go to the shop. He's going to drive back over there while we're buying our next thing. So in order to transport the canola, we have to have some kind of trailer. So we could get a car trailer, but it's only going to carry what 3420, right? We could get a semi trailer, but that we don't have a semi truck. So really, is it gonna be worth it to get a semi trailer? Are we gonna be able to haul it? Okay, this truck just completely failed this task of turning around here. There we go. Now it'll get there. Anyway, we could also just get a regular trailer. This is what we're kind of looking at. So the idea is, should we get this trailer, 3150, but that's less than the little car trailer. This has a 3,000 liter capacity. It's a useful trailer, right? It's a tipper trailer. That one is just a teeny tiny little trailer, but it's got a 2,500 liter capacity somehow, which is crazy because it just goes behind your lawnmower. Basically a really tiny little small John Deere 110, right? That's a trailer frame for the 82's Logistics TLX thing. 5670 for $2,800. That's not bad for a tipper trailer. This one's 6,000 and it'll hold 13,000 liters. That's why I'm thinking about taking this trailer because it'll hold a lot. We can haul it with our truck. They're very useful trailers. It's the same thing as this one here and this one here, right? Just this one has a different branding on the side. This would be another option for 8,000, but the 6,000 for more capacity, I just feel like is worth it more. So we're gonna do the red. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Rim color, I like black rims. Design color, I like the black design. Main color, I like the crimson or black cherry, but they don't have that, so crimson is fine. That looks nice. Do we want the 8-ton tipper? Total price is $9,000 because of the paint colors. Really? Oh well, I like the paint colors the way I like them. 8-ton tipper build up, 10.5, so it's 8,000 liters, 10,500 liters with a tarp, 13,000 liters with a tarp. This is for bales, and this is a small bale trailer, medium bale trailer with no sidewalls, bale trailer with no side or back, bale trailer with no back, and a covered trailer. So let's go. We want the big 13,000 liter tipper with the tarp on it. Trelleborg Lizard wheels. Okay. Let's see. Trelleborg has the T404, T421. What do they look like? Is that? Yeah, we want the off-road wheels here. Discounted by $1,200. And then we can get the reflector on the side. Doesn't really matter. And we'll buy this trailer. Okay. So we now have that trailer waiting on us back here at the shop. Right? So now we can take that trailer. We can take this truck over here and drop off our trailer, our lowboy trailer back here for the next load to the shop, right? We can come over here and hook up to this trailer. Oop, wrong thing. Tell this to go to the farm. Let's go check on our harvester. Look, it's almost done. That's great. Now we're coming back to the farm with the truck. And I'm not worried too much about the helper bills, the price on it. I'd rather have it do it itself, because it's kind of nice for me to be able to just chill and talk to you while this is going on. You know, the first cotton field I harvested myself, I didn't use the helper. But while we're recording, it's a lot easier to use the helper because, hey, it's nice and easy to do, right? So the next thing we'll need to do is buy a, a tractor. Oh, we didn't repair this trailer. Well, we'll repair it after we go and sell the canola. That's fine. But the next thing we'll need to do is buy a tractor. We'll need to buy the sower. We'll need to buy a weeder. Um, I think because I have the weeds turned on, we have to weed it. Periodic plowing, I know. I have some lime turn off, so we won't have to fertilize it, which is great. Harvester said it was done a minute ago, so as soon as this truck gets over there, I'm going to take it over, take control of it, and we'll stop it a little bit. Hey, they just harvested this field. Look at that. It's cool to watch all the fields change as it gets harvested and replanted and whatnot. Okay, you see how it's slowing down for this turn? It's because I took the turn so wide, right? Alright, stop right here. Let's hop out. We need to go and harvest that last little bit of canola that this harvester missed with the helper in it. There's 2 bits, and that's where the trees are, you notice. Both of these fields are harvested, so we can do it all ourselves and be fine. Right? Right. Turn this on. Might have done a little too premature turning it on there, but that's okay. Harvest this. Okay. Harvest this. Alright, that is $25.94. Liters of canola. Paid $254 for the auto drive and for the helper to harvest this field for us. I'm gonna send out the pipe. I was trying to send out the pipe, but it would not let me pipe out, right? Oh, it just took forever. Okay, well. We can open the tarp on the trailer. I don't want it putting any into the truck, which is fine. But I do want it going into the trailer there. So now we're going to get all that canola in the trailer. We're going to go sell it. $25.94. We're going to turn off the pipe over here. Turn off the combine. And then we're going to take this truck a little bit into that person's farmland, but that's okay. They don't have a crop in the ground right now, so it doesn't matter. And crop destruction is off anyway, but, you know. Okay. Now, we need to go to this sell point place that we're talking about. This, so let's see. We've got canola, tag place. Find it on the map. Okay. Got to take a left, head back into town. It's going to be on our right after the gas station, fuel station, whatever. And we'll once again record this trip with auto drive once we get back to a spot where we have no longer recorded before. Right? So once we get back to town, to the fuel station where we run out of recording distance, we'll then record the trip into the sell point so that we can automate the selling of grain and such at a later date, right? Okay, little off the road. I had to sit up straight there. My chair is... The one thing about it is I slipped down in this chair accidentally without meaning to, you know? I don't know, kind of like slouching, I guess. But anyway, here we go. Back into town, back into town. Cross the bridge. Down this way. Just break the speed limit altogether. That's fine, nobody cares. We can hit some pedestrians if we want. They actually don't get hit if you run into them. They just kind of continue to go about their business. But anyway, okay, here is where we need to stop, and we need to start recording now. Okay, sell point is down here. Come on down this way. Take a right into this yard, and there is a wheel loader there. That's interesting. Okay, but anyway, we need to come in here. Hop up onto the grain sell point here. And then we could technically unload right now, but we're going to pop the trailer right in the middle. I'm going to say unload the canola for us. It's going to unload off the side. We're going to sell all of that canola for $33.76 harvest income. Place the tarp back on. Continue recording. Well, actually, we need to set that as the grain sell point. Kerbacher, I guess. How is it spelled? I don't know. Krebacher, okay. Let's choose that. Edit this. Krebacher, okay. Rename. Fine. Alright, Krebacher, whatever. Continue recording, and then we're going to turn down this road to come out on the other side over here. And we'll turn back into the other road here, along with the fuel station here. And this will be a way for us to stop the recording, and we'll connect back up. Now we need to head to the shop and repair this trailer. Because we forgot to do that a minute ago. Alright. We can turn this off again. Okay. Should be in the spot. No. Why is the truck in the spot? Get out of the spot, dude. Thought it was far enough away. Anyway. Repair for $100. No problem. Alright. Let's head back here. I do want to check out this land next door. So we're going to drop this trailer off. I want to check out this land next door because right now we're storing our excess stuff at the shop. But I'd like to have a little piece of land to call our own where we can support the storage of our equipment, right? So it's this land right here, I think. It's on our left. Right here. This land right here. What is this? It's got a little house on it over there. Big old pool in the backyard, looks like, that we'd have to terrain edit to get rid of. It's like a big hole, basically. But it does have like a garage area up here, so this would be decent, I think. We could bring stuff in here and store our equipment and our trailers and whatnot. That would be fine. But this back here would be the problem. There's a big old hole in the backyard where they were putting a pool, I'm guessing. We'd have to edit the terrain. But let's go ahead. I think we're going to go ahead and buy this small piece of land because it's $37,000. That's cheaper than most tractors. We can now come in here and edit the terrain. Why is it way back over here? I want it where I'm at, please. I don't know why it was way over there. Maybe because that's where I was placing buildings down before, or trying to place buildings down before. I don't know. I didn't actually close the game out, so ain't no real telling. Okay, here we go. This is the land right up here. So what I want to do is take this piece and flatten all of this terrain out to this height. Right? That's what we need. Just completely undo whatever design they were going for. I have to move the truck out the way, of course. I don't know why I left it there, but anyway. Okay, and I don't know how much that was costing me, but it doesn't seem like it was a lot, so that's fine. And then I'm actually going to change the material on the ground to all be this kind of gravel material. You know, because I really do like that material there. It's a little bit brighter than the road, which is fine. But it'll kind of set our land apart from everyone else's, right? Which is great. Alright, we're going to set this up here. And I don't exactly know what we're going to do with the back of this lot yet, but we're still going to turn the terrain to this nice light gray color. Kind of make this lot look nice and clean. Turn up the radius and just paint the rest of the lot in here. So it doesn't seem like that was too expensive. I mean, it was definitely a bit of money, but now we have a storage lot for our material, right? Our equipment. So what we're now going to do is come back to the shop in here. And it's right next to the shop too, right? So that's exactly perfect. I'm going to raise the back on my chair to where I'm sitting up a little straighter. Okay, anyway. We're going to take this tipper trailer and store it over here, as well as we're going to grab the low boy, or the transport trailer. Sorry if I was far away from the mic there. This blue trailer here, and we're going to grab the combine and take it back over there. We also need to set up the auto drive so it can get to that lot, right? So we're going to pull straight out of the shop and into this turn here by doing this. And then we're going to pull around to this side of the lot over here by going through this way. We're going to pull in right here. We're going to claim this to be the machine, caps lock, machine storage. Gotcha. And then to turn around, we're just going to come up here and do exactly that, turn around. We're going to come out this direction because it's easier. Turn this way. Turn down this way. Come down the road this way. Connect up to the shop point, and then we'll also adjust the connections for the other point here. So then like that, there we go. And I just need to turn around. Only thing about auto drive I wish you could do is set up routes without having to be in the in a vehicle. I wish you could just, you know, be out of a vehicle and can change the routes. I don't know if you can or not. I don't think you can though, because I've tried before and I couldn't get it to do anything because the control panel only shows up when you're in a vehicle. So anyway, let's start right here and then record this turn. Take it kind of tight. That's okay. I do need to, I'm going to get rid of that and just do this. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And then all I need to do is turn around up here. We can turn around in our lot. But I'm going to drop the trailer off first, so let's do that. Where should we put the tipper trailer? Let's put the trailers over here in this shed. It might be a little big for it, but we gotta... I hate these kind of trailers. I'm not good with backing them up at all. But anyway, I'm good at backing up a trailer in real life. You know, real life, you give me a trailer, oh, no problem. But see, these trailers that have the second axle point, or the second articulation point like that, I just can't do it. So in this case, this is another spot where I would use super strength because I just don't feel like messing with it, you know? And yeah, so I could just struggle with it for hours and hours and hours, you know, trying to get it in the right spot, perfectly aligned to put in this garage, or I could just move it with super strength. Wish I could delete that. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Also, I'm going to allow for this to go here so that you don't have to go all the way around. If you're coming from this direction, you know, you may as well. Okay, the last section we do need to add one other piece on the auto drive is to get from this way out towards the farm instead of towards the shop. So that's where this one's going to come in. Got it. Done. Now we need to go hook up to our lowboy trailer and head back to pick up our combine harvester because we won't need it for a little while. It'll go into storage just fine. And great. So let's go get it. Alright, I'm gonna head out and get to it. You notice how quickly the fuel is running out as well, which is exactly what I was intending for. I really like the idea that you have to fill up fuel a whole lot more, because I know in reality, you know, fuel lasts a while. You know, I mean, a typical machine from my job, which is like a dozer, an excavator, I mean, I think you get, you know, I don't know, a bunch of hours. I mean, hundreds of hours on one tank of fuel, you know. But with this being a video game, you know, I understand that it's kind of realistic, but I would really rather have the extra challenge there of using fuel more often, because really on default settings, normal default settings, when I was playing on my own world, it just felt like the fuel tanks were almost infinite. You know what I mean? I never ever had to fill up with fuel. And even with the increased fuel usage, it still feels like you don't have to fill up with fuel very often, but it's definitely more than default settings, and so that's worth it to me because I really feel like you kind of need that extra, hey, you know, you're running out of fuel, um, go get some fuel. You know what I mean? And I meant to set, while we were here, I forgot. I meant to set the, I don't want them to fill fuel and seed and fertilizer and slurry and manure and stuff, right? I want to have to buy all that for the series, right? I mean, if I was playing on my own, maybe, but I'd rather just have to buy it so I know what is getting spent, you know? Because what if we're at, you know, $1,000 in the bank account and they go and buy a new pallet of seed and now we're out of money, you know, when I was needing that money to release a tractor or something. You know what I mean? So, anyway, but we're going to hop up here and get this done. Um, get this combine back on the truck, get it back up to the storage facility to put it up in storage because there's nowhere to build a shed out here on the farmland, um, which is fine. I kind of like the driving aspect of the game as well. You know, that's just something I enjoy, and so it's really fine with me that I have to take the machines back across the city to put them in storage. And there's actually a lot of real legitimate farmers that have that, you know, where they have um, a machine storage facility, you know, who knows how far away, miles away from their actual fields and farms, but they have to travel with them because, you know, they've got to go and harvest the fields. But at the end of the harvest, they have to take the machines back to their storage facility, which is fine. You know, I like that idea, especially in the game. Now, if it was real life, maybe okay, I can understand you want to have your machines right on your farm, and so you ain't got to do that. But in game, there's no point in doing that. I mean, in not putting it all the way back in your thing, right? Now, if we were doing a speed run, these harvesters can carry the header trailers behind them. That's what we would have done, would be get the harvester with a header trailer and a header on it, put the header on the trailer, put the trailer behind the harvester, and the harvester would have taken it down the road, right? But because of the rules of the playthrough, I have to transport all machines by truck through the cities because I want to follow the traffic laws. You know, that's kind of the realism side of it, you know, and it's something that not a lot of people do in this game. I've noticed that. You know, a lot of people will just take their tractors and ride on through the city and be fine. But in real life, if you were trying to travel down through the city, you know, and you wanted to take your combine harvester through the middle of a busy city, obviously I know there's no traffic on, but if there was, you kind of get what I'm talking about. Okay, that was horrible. Anyway, you kind of get what I'm talking about, right? If you wanted to take your combine harvester down through the middle of a busy city intersection, you'd have to get a permit first, right? You'd have to sign some documents, tell the people what you're needing to do, and then they'd finally allow you to possibly, right? Sorry about that. But, you know, you're not just going to generally be able to do that um, in real life. So why would you be able to do it here? You know, this is a regular old city. They'd have the same requirements as other things in order to require you to have permits to transport your machines. You know, I don't see why it's okay to not find a way to do that. You know, now obviously you would probably not be transporting a big combine harvester like this with a pickup truck, but hey, it adds a little bit more fun to the game. You know what I mean? That I can take my 1958 Fleetside pickup truck and haul this combine harvester all the way out to this area over here. You know? It's just more fun that way. So here we go. We're going to pull in here and do this. and unload the harvester. But anyway, like I was saying, I can't back up those trailers in game, but I can back up a trailer in real life easy, you know. I actually, when we moved here, we had to get the our car. So we had borrowed. Okay, it's not a fit there. That's fine. We had borrowed, had taken my our car from our house, or not our house, our apartment, down to my parents' house, which is about 3.5 hours away, right? And we had left it there, and we took their minivan up to our house so that we could, they could come bring the car up with them and then drive their car, their van back, so that we could, they could bring a rental truck because there was stuff that they had at their house that we needed to have in our house, right? There was stuff where they lived that we needed up here they were giving us and that we didn't have a truck or anything to haul it with, right? I had a little an S10 Chevrolet S10 1997. um, it was, you know, it was a good truck, but it kind of, you know, after a while I traded it because we were about to have a son. We have him now. Um, but by the time, you know, I traded it for a 1995 Toyota 4Runner, right? Well, 4Runner is dead now. I had to rebuild the engine. I rebuilt it, blew some oil seals somewhere, and it's dead now. It doesn't run. Um, and I can't afford to fix it. So it is what it is. But you know, the issue with it is that it's like, okay, um, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. They brought the moving truck with the stuff in it, and then our car behind it on a car dolly, right? And our house is on a pretty narrow street. There's not a lot of room for moving things, you know, having things there. So it's a pretty narrow street. Well, my mother was driving, and she cannot back a trailer to save her life. So I ended up having to get in the truck, the big U-Haul truck, and back the trailer, the car dolly, into our yard or into our driveway. We've got a real nice driveway. It goes back behind the house. It can hold, I mean, we can hold like 6, 7 cars in it, right? It's asphalt. I don't know why I'm looking at me over here when I should be looking at you. Anyway, uh, but 6, 7 cars, you know, it's a nice driveway. But the my mother could not back into the driveway at all because there's no room. It's a narrow street. Well, I get in the truck and I pull it in the driveway, and she, you know, first, second try, something like that, and she's like, you know, she was surprised, but it's not hard. I mean, it was a 30-foot U-Haul truck, and then the car dolly with it's a 2010 Camry was sitting on the back of it. You know, not a big deal to me, but to her it was like the biggest thing in the world. But I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna buy a small tractor here. This is that little tiny tractor I was telling you about. We're going to get probably a Massey Ferguson. I don't want to get too small of a tractor. I still want to be able to move a bunch of land, but I don't want to use a ton of money on it. So I'm thinking maybe a 1250. Let's do that. Let's look at the 1250. Yeah, 1250 turbo. Here we go. $6,800 more for the 1250 turbo. That's fine with me. Beacon configuration, left, right, center. I really don't care. Let's put it in the middle. Okay, used design front blade. Do we want the front blade leveler? I really don't think we need a front blade on this tractor. We can get one if we need it. Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin, or Nokian, or Olofsfors, whatever that is. Anyway, we don't need the snow chains, so let's look at the Michelin um, wheels here. Wide tires, twin wheels for 3,700. Wide track. Let's do the wide track here. Okay, and then, yeah, we've got everything we need. Let's buy that tractor. And that tractor does have a 3-point hitch. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. All right, so we now have a small tractor. We now need our sower, seeder, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to buy the, let's see, 3 meters, but this one has this as well. 180 horsepower. How much horsepower does our tractor have that we just bought? This tractor has 127 horsepower, so we can't buy this one. We need to buy this one. That's fine. Okay, buy this seeder. Use. That's fine. Okay, great. Seeder, soiler, whatever, bought. All right. Then we need a weeder, which would be, I think, Harrow. Or am I wrong? Where is it? Oh, weeders. Duh. It's just a weeder. Anyway, so what kind of weeder should we get? We just need the, the one we, okay, 2.5 to 9. Okay, 12. This one and this one, I'm looking at the differences. 140, this one's 80. This one has 300 liters of something. It can seed the ground somehow? It can plant canola or grass or whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. I don't want you to plant anything. I think we'll just go with this one. It's a little smaller than our other thing, but our tractor can pull it, and I think it will be fine. So, okay. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, configuration, standard or roller? What's the roller do? It adds $950, but does it actually change anything specifically for it? I don't think so. But I mean, I really don't know if that's worth it. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Yeah, we'll just buy that. Okay. I think it's just a cosmetic thing. All right, we've got a weeder, we've got a seeder, we've got a harvester. I think that's it. Because we're not having to plow it because we're using the sower. I guess the other thing we need to do is then find what seeds we're using. So what are we planting? Let's look at what's being bought the most right now. What is the most expensive of the 4 grains or soybeans? Looks like canola is still the highest price. Even more expensive than corn right now, but I don't know what the trend is looking like. When canola changes prices, I don't know what that will look like. So I really don't know if it's worth it. Corn's going up, but I'm not. Or soybeans are going up. I think we're going to plant soybeans because here we go, 1306, 1727. We're going to plant soybeans. So let's get some seed big bags, okay? The problem with that is we now need to get the seeds, right? Well, we could get pallets of seeds, I think. Yeah, we could get a pallet of seeds. But we're going to get a big bag of seeds here. We're just going to buy 1, 2, I think. Let's look at our garage. How much can this seeder hold? 2,800, so 2 will be fine. Okay, and then we need something to carry it, put it up onto the thing. So we could either, there's two options to that, right? We could buy a skid steer loader and some forks, or we could buy a fork lift. Or a telehandler even with some forks, or a wheel loader with some forks, or front loader with some forks. So there's a bunch of options. But I think I'm going to buy this forklift. But I'm looking at it. I'm thinking maybe it would be better to buy a skid steer loader because they have more options. We can just buy this cheap Massey Ferguson 356. It's got 56 horsepower. It's an older style forklift, but it, you may as well, right? Or skid steer, not forklift. Anyway, so let's do that. Okay, and then 356 should have some skid steer loader components, right? That's a pallet fork for the 356, which is exactly what we need. Yellow's fine because that's what the color of the loader is. A weight for the back, we'll probably need that too. Okay, universal shovel, we'll get those later. We'll get this later if we need it, but right now we don't need it. So first things first, we need to repair everything. So we need to hop in this skid steer loader. Hook up to that. Hook up to that. Pull over here to the repair station and repair all these pieces. So first thing, we're just going to try and do this while it's all connected, hopefully. But we'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do is, nope, back up there. Okay. Okay, nothing is there yet, so maybe don't like that. Is that close? Yeah, repair for $1. Yep, okay. Bring the actual skid steer into the section. Repair it for $43. Great. We're going to come over here and hopefully drive right out of the zone, but leave that weight in there. Okay, fine. We'll just drop it off. Repair. Okay, we'll drive this over to our truck because we have to take it to our, well, we first have to fill it up with gas in a minute, but for now we can use it. We have to fill up our seeders, or our soilers, or sowers, whatever you want to call it, a sower. There's not more than one of them. Anyway. Come over here and grab a big bag of seed. Let's hop out of this. We're going to hop in the tractor and hook up to the weeder here. We're going to go and repair this tractor as well. Okay. We're going to attempt to send the soiler and the weeder in the same round to the farm. So what I'm hoping for is that if I do this, I can load up the weeder onto the trailer here. And hop back over here to the soiler, the sower. I keep saying soiler, it's not a soiler, it's a sower. Well, first we're going to fill it up with our seeds here. Oh, we're on the wrong side, we got to pull around to the other side. But as we get close, it should open itself up, like so. Get right up above there and the seed starts pouring in. Okay, we're not quite. There we go. Looks better. Alright, seed bag will disappear. Now we need to go pick up the next one. Okay. I wish that this game had there's a technology that keeps the as you lift it, it keeps your forks level. I wish we could like turn that on, but I don't know that we can. Yeah, I don't think you can. But anyway, that's okay. We'll deal with it. I really like this skid steer. This thing's kind of cool. I know it's not. I mean, it's not. I guess it is a skid steer, but it's like, you know, not what you, or at least not what I think of when I think of a skid steer. But anyway, this will empty out this seed bag. Then we'll pull the old skid steer over here. We'll have to take it. I want to keep the shop clean because the idea is that the shop won't allow us to store our equipment here, basically. But anyway, we'll pick up the sower. You're right. Anyway, pick up the sower here. And I know I don't have access to this land. I've been trying to sow this land. But anyway, we'll pull it over here to fix it. Okay, $222, no problem. Alright, let's see if we can manage to back this thing up onto the trailer. See, part of the problem, I think, with my skills, my driving skills here, is that I'm still using a keyboard, and it's not the easiest thing to gently control your movement when you're using a keyboard controls, because you can't really gently control it, you know? It's just not meant for that. So that's why, you know, I did okay there, except the... There goes the weeder. Anyway, we'll do the rest by hand because we can, and it wasn't going to happen just by the tractor regardless. So yeah, here we go. You see what I mean? There we go. Apparently neither one of those count as being on the trailer. Oh well. We'll have to take them in multiple trips then. So this can go off here. We can back up the cedar back onto the trailer better. That's fine. Okay, so it's strapped. Then we can take this to the farm over there. So let's tell this to go to the farm. Oh, oops, pressed the wrong button. Did not mean to. Anyway, that'll head over there. And while it's going, what we can do is actually do this, because I think that these two things could fit on the trailer together if we load it like that. So that's what we're going to try and attempt. And we'll have to come back and take a third trip for the tractor. But anyway, just let this thing get to its destination here. And we're not actually going to continue the video any further after we get these things to their destination. Once it pulls all these, once we haul all these three things to the field, we'll be done. But we do have to fill them up with fuel, the tractor and the skid steer. The skid steer actually and the weeder we will not take to the field. We're going to take those to our machine storage area. But this soiler, or the seeder, I keep saying sower. Sower and the tractor will go down to the field, and they're going to start work next video. But for this video, we're not going to do much more than this. See, the only problem is, in all reality, we should have taken the tractor first, because the tractor would pull the seeder off of the back of the truck. But we'll just pull it off by hand. It's okay. Well, we'll twist the rules just a little bit. You know, I didn't even think about doing it that way. I should have, but it's too late now. We're already at the farm, basically, and yeah, that's going to be our problem. Alright. Pulling in here. We're going to harvest probably the large field first, or seed the large field first. We'll probably have to get a bunch more seeds, but we can put the seeds in the back of the truck, which is nice. Oh wait, what is why is the back of the truck open, the tailgate open? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, there we go. Disconnect that. Okay, I know. It's not realistic. I know. Okay, anyway. Alright, shop. Let's see if you can actually turn around this time. Can you do that? You're gonna try and go too fast around the turn, aren't you? Yeah. Wow. I made that turn and recorded it for you just fine, and you can't do it. That is so ridiculous. Oh well. Anyway, let's get this back on the road. I'll take it back to the shop. Hop in our skid steer load of hill. pull up here to where we can load up when the truck's ready. So we're going to take that to the other spot first, and then we'll take the tractor to the field. So we're going to load the skid steer first, take it to the storage facility, then we'll load the tractor and take it to the field. So now we're just waiting on the truck to get here, and if we watch the map, you can see it as it goes. You can see right there, the auto drive Apache 1958 coming down the road. So, oh, auto save. Anyway, we can actually come out here and watch it. That'd be pretty cool. See if we can catch it coming into town here. Oh, it's going that way. Why is it going that way? I guess that way is kind of faster, huh? According to it. Here it comes. There's our truck. Once we get into the shop, I'm actually going to stop it from going all the way around the loop because we don't need to. Okay, here we go. Pull the skid steer up onto the truck here. If I can get it up onto the truck. Like so. Here we are. Perfect. Apparently this thing's heavy, huh? Or it might just be the way I'm loading the trailer here off to the side. I don't know. Okay, now if I lower this down, maybe I will catch both of those implements. Yes, cool. Apparently this skid steer is very heavy because the truck's having some fair troubles with it. We're going to leave it running. I know obviously you wouldn't. Wow, this is having a lot of troubles with that. And I'm actually doing the wrong thing. I need to go to the gas station first. Wow. Wow. Okay. Apparently this skid steer is like just as heavy as that cotton harvester was before. Because that's having the same problem as a cotton harvester did. Maybe it's just the weight on the back of it. Wouldn't that be funny if it's that tiny little weight on the back of the skid steer that's causing all this truck to have issues? That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? And I'm kind of off to the side of the camera here. I need to fix that. Anyway, let's see if we can turn somehow. Pull up the street and refill the old fuel tank on that skid steer there. Well, that sure didn't take much time. Must not have a big fuel tank. Alright, let's turn around. Get ourselves back to the machine storage facility here. And we'll be good to go. Get the tractor. Haul it to the farm. Oh, lost steering because my front axle's off the ground here. Come on now. There we go. Apparently this is a very heavy load for this truck. I really don't know why. It doesn't look that heavy. If it can haul that big old combine harvester, how much heavier is this thing? Let's actually take a look. Let's look at our garage here. So the combine harvester is, does it say? It doesn't say. I wonder how big it is though. We'll look. Maybe we can see it in the. I think we can see it if we look at the machine. So let's just first. This is a 5,665 kilogram skid steer with a 1,600 kilogram weight on it. The forks are 950 kilograms, and this is a 950 kilogram Grime GH4. Wait, how much were the forks? 94 kilograms, okay. So, that's not a ton. It says there's 8.3 tons of, long tons, by the way, I think. Or it might be short tons, but either way, 8.3 tons of equipment on the back of this trailer here, plus the trailer weight itself, right? So how heavy is the trailer? 3,280 kilograms is the trailer's weight. Let's look at the weight of this thing. The header is 1,200 kilograms. Sure enough, this skid steer is heavier than the combine. Wow, okay. That's kind of interesting. I did not expect that at all. Alright, let's go park this with the weeder, or not. Maybe we won't park the weeder over here. We'll actually leave the weeder out in the open over there, because, I mean, it's an attachment, so it doesn't really have to be up underneath the shed. But, alright, here we go. Turn off the skid steer. We gotta go take the tractor to the farm, and then we'll end the episode. Well, we gotta get fuel in it first, but then we'll end the episode after we take it to the farm. Because we're a good bit over time now, so. Let's hop over here, pick up the tractor. This one's even heavier than the skid steer, which makes sense. But not only is it heavier than the skid steer, it's heavier than the combine as well. And the combine is very, very large. So, you know, okay, if we load this right, maybe we won't have any issues. Maybe if we load it on top of the axles, hopefully that will kind of even out our load here. And we won't have the issues of the weight. Seems like we did all right. It might have been because the skid steer was so far in the front and loaded right above the right here, loaded right above where the trailer's at, up to the hitch. So maybe that's why, is because it was on top of, it was putting more weight on the front, on the truck hitch and on the truck's wheels than it was on the trailer's axles, right? So if you load above the tandem axles in the back, trailer axles, you'll have less of a problem with your truck being pushed towards the ground because you're putting more weight on those tandem axles in the rear than you are in the front where the hitch is. Of course, we also had to think about, we had the weeder on there, so the weeder had to have a place to go, but we should have put the skid steer in forwards, and then we wouldn't have had the issue. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the truck as well, even though we don't really need to. This tractor has a pretty large fuel tank, so it's a lot bigger than the skid steer. But we're going to fill it up all the way anyway. And let's see, $256 worth of fuel. Wow, okay. That's a big fuel tank. Okay, let's head back to the farm. drop off the tractor, and we'll end the episode. Alright, here we go. Down the road to nowhere. I'm not even going to let off the gas. Unless I hit something. I almost hit that bridge. Alright, come on now. Let's get to it. There you go. A little bit brighter on the headlights. There ain't nobody else out here. Okay. Haul this tractor down the road. There we go. You can turn off the engine there and the headlights. It says it's going to sit right there until we're done with the field, so. Alright, we are ready to plant. Start a next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, tell me how I'm doing. Like, subscribe, support me on Ko-fi, and join the Discord. Definitely check out the next episode where we'll be plowing and seeding this field and that field, and then doing something else maybe, but probably not, but maybe. I'll probably do the fields just by pausing the video. I'll record a little bit of it, pause the video, come back after I'm done. I could do it time-lapse maybe. We'll just have to see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, this is me signing off, and I've been producing videos. Thanks for watching.